Thank you for stopping by. I'm Jeffrey Weiss, your political activist, keeping you informed of local and world events. Today we discuss false flags. False flags are covert operations that are designed in such a way that the operation appears as though they are being carried out by an enemy other than those who actually planned and executed them, or was allowed to happen by those in power with something to gain. False flag number 1. World War I. Passenger ships were considered off limits, but the Lusitania didn't qualify. The Germans learned it was transporting arms for the Allies. The Lusitania ferried people and essential goods between the United States and Great Britain on a normal basis. However, that day was different. A German U-boat torpedoed the Lusitania. Almost immediately, a second explosion rocked the boat. That explosion was caused by the ignition of ammunition hidden in the cargo hold. Of the 1,959 people on board, 1,198 died, including 128 Americans. Just days later, the U.S. declared war on Germany. False flag number 2. 1941. America was isolationist. Congress did not want to go to war again, nor did the people. The American people believed it was Europe's war and had little to do with us. Roosevelt thought different. He felt that the war would soon come to the shores of America. American intelligence had broken the Japanese code months before. Roosevelt knew the Jap planned to bomb Pearl Harbor. He allowed the attack to happen so that there would be unanimous support for the war. 2,422 Americans were killed, 1,282 injured at Pearl Harbor. False flag number 3. The Gulf of Tonkin. The Gulf of Tonkin resolution gave U.S. President Johnson authorization without a formal declaration of war by Congress for the use of conventional military force in Southeast Asia. Specifically, the resolution authorized the President to do whatever was necessary in order to assist any member of a protocol state of the Southeast Asia Collective Defense Treaty. That included involving armed forces. It was all based on a supposed attack on the USS Maddox by 3 North Vietnamese Navy torpedo boats. Our military swore we were not conducting any operations in the area, and so that the attack was unprovoked. Total, unadulterated bullshit. 2 days later, the Maddox and the destroyer Turner Joy were both reported to be under attack again. More bullshit. It is not simply that there was a different story as to what happened, it was that no attack happened at all. In truth, Hanoi's Navy was engaged in nothing more that night than the salvage of 2 of their damaged boats. In 1965, Johnson said, and I quote, "For all I know, our Navy was shooting at whales out there." McNamara swore before the Senate that the Maddox had been carrying out a routine mission of the type we carry out all over the world at all times. What he did not say was that other U.S. ships in the area were part of Operation Plan 34A, clandestine attacks on North Vietnamese installations without a formal declaration of war. Ever hear of Project for a New American Century? The treatise said that democracy and capitalism will spread, but barring a pole star event like a new Pearl Harbor, it will take an inordinate amount of time to make progress. The Project for a New American Century was the blueprint for the 9/11 attacks. We helped the Taliban defeat Russia in Afghanistan, mainly by supplying them with Stinger missiles. Russia hightailed it out of Afghanistan in February of 1989. August 1990, Saddam invaded Kuwait. The Taliban, taking orders from Al-Qaeda and bin Laden, told the U.S. that they would handle it, that infidels should not set foot on holy ground. We listened, then we told them to go fuck themselves, and in August of 1990, we sent 500,000 men in to liberate Kuwait. February 1991, we forced Saddam out of Kuwait. 6 months later, the World Trade Towers went down. After we were warned by the Israeli Shin Bet that a major attack was being planned within the United States and that 200 jihadists had already infiltrated and were preparing for the attack. We knew it was coming. We disregarded the warning because we wanted an excuse to go in and get the oil in the Middle East. If my articles interest you, please use the link to check out my website and books. Thank you very much.